The British government says it'll block a bill passed by the Scottish Parliament making it easier for people to change their legal gender. Scottish First Minister Nicola Sturgeon said blocking the law undermines the democratic will of the Scottish Parliament and that she would defend the legislation. The bill in question was passed in December. It removes the need for a medical diagnosis of gender dysphoria and lowers the minimum age from 18 to 16 for a person to change the gender on their birth certificate. DW reporter Hannah Hummels here for more on the story. Hannah, this is the first time ever that Westminster has vetoed a Scottish law. Why are they doing this? Why do they say they're doing this?
Well, before we dive right in, I do just want to say for any confused viewers who are thinking, oh, England, Scotland, Britain, who has the power to do what? Without going into detail, Scotland, with its own parliament and devolved powers, does have the power to pass a bill like this one. And so to answer your question about the objection, the line from Westminster is that this is a Great Britain-wide equalities matter. So they're arguing that self-identification will infringe on women's safety in single-sex spaces, so public bathrooms, refuges, prisons. They're also arguing that this isn't just contained to Scotland. This is a UK-wide problem because anyone can hop over the border for 3 months into Scotland and then change their gender legally. Having said all that, it is still surprising that the British government has chosen this particular topic to fight against, because Scotland has passed bills in the past that Westminster hasn't supported, but they haven't vetoed those.
Because this is quite a controversial topic in the UK, isn't it?
And I think, yeah, you've kind of hit the nail on the head there. It's a very hot-button topic, extremely divisive, especially in politics, with lots of loud, angry voices on both sides, which has meant that this has become incredibly politicised. And over the last few years, the British government has leaned into the anti-trans culture wars debate, really in a bid to appeal to their more traditional, conservative voters. And you have to remember, Britain has a new Prime Minister. He's not doing very well. Rishi Sunak isn't very popular. He's got his neck on the line, and he really needs as many votes as possible right now in order to maintain his top position. I think this move could be a bid to garner more support from that traditional conservative base at a time when he really needs it the most.
And speaking of politics, can we link this to the issue of Scottish independence?
Definitely. I think this move has really been seen as a denial of Holyrood's democratic right to make their own laws. And I think Nicola Sturgeon will likely use this as a way to fuel further support for Scottish independence, because maybe more people in Scotland will begin to question, or will be led to question, Westminster's involvement or potentially interference in Scottish politics.
OK. DW reporter Hannah Hummel, thank you for that.